and update game devblog. And we'll also update news page site. And then we also want to update the news frame. So update news frame in game and bust cache. So deploy game servers and game clients, update the wiki pages, and then we want to test prod. Other things we want to do, run smoke tests and configs. Before that, step 7 is going to be send out global broadcast of server maintenance. Alright, so we'll do that. Okay, so that should be our server launch checklist. We have a simple 11-step process for that, and I'll be taking care of it. So I got that done. Launch checklist complete. Alright, so let's see if the test site is back online. Test site is back online, but I'm not seeing the executable be highlighted in red. I definitely thought it was supposed to be highlighted in red. Let me double check that locally. We need memcache. Yeah, I'm seeing it locally, but I'm not seeing it. Brackens Stash shipping x64 versus Brackens x64 versus Brackens shipping x64. Interesting. I changed the product name when it was not local? Okay, so I need to fix that. So this is in the services www account. I think it's in the static JS for the account JS. We're actually calling it, yeah, Dashkin shipping is wrong. It should be Brackens shipping. Yeah. Yeah, so it should be this important thing. Important download links are Dashkin shipping x64, Dashkin shipping x86. And on the test site, it's Brackens x64.exe and Brackens x86.exe. Alright, the other thing that was requested was that specifically the Brackens x64 thing is called out. We have like a short description of this thing, and let's actually go to the main page real quick. It's called Brackens x64 and x86 because the main question we've had is, well, which one should I install? And as an engineer, I'm like, well, obviously you should install the the right one for your operating system. And you should know what operating system you're running on. But the reality is that that is an unreasonable expectation. It's like, what kind of computer do you have? Oh, it's a Dell. Okay. Cool. What operating system is it running? I don't know. Well, is it Windows? Oh, yeah, it's Windows. Which one? I don't know. Yeah, alright. So we want for these things, alright, why don't we just do it one at a time? Let's check these guys in then. Let's just make sure that the localhost page isn't completely fucked. That looks fine. So we'll do that. And that does not require a full build, so I can just deploy the Dashkin services and test once again, and that should only take a minute. So let's just wait for that. I like the new sound effects that we're getting in there. So let's just wait for this dude to upload. Mirroring artifacts. Killing service. Stopping. Cleaning up. Clean results. Deploying. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit. Alright, so it's back online, and we've got our download links that actually show up. Excellent. Alright, next thing. We want the add a new everything ball collision effect. And, okay, so let's go ahead and start working on that then. Actually, I can just fix this crap up, can't I? So why don't I just fix the ball collision effects entirely. so ball, we want like baldy dirt. Let's jump on Adam's stream real quick and ask him to unlock that file. Okay, so that's all set up. So let's get it rolling. Let's get this thing fucking doing its shit. So baldy grass, I'm just gonna start with that one. So I'll duplicate that. So it'll be fx ball v world. So we need the material swap and we need the sound swap or whatever. And this is just a simple one-off effect. So we just need to take the actual effect type. Alright, so kill on and I'm finished. Auto kill and warn, play as effects. So what we want to do is we want a auto material swap. And what's the one that I made earlier? Auto string swap. Yeah, so we don't need string swap, we just need the material swap. So this will be, what is this? Grass? Alright, so we'll make this one the default. So default play SFX, and then we'll duplicate that and do grass play SFX. And this will be grass particles, and we'll duplicate this and call this default particles. So let's grab our auto material swap. Let's also make sure these are not auto activated. Alright, so we're going to get our material map, and we'll also get our sound map. Alright, so let's go ahead and do ads for all the things. And let's try to make this easy on the Atom. He has another question. What does the overall volume do? Alright, let me jump back on. Alright, so we want... Alright, so let's start getting all this stuff. Alright, so here's that. I'll go take a look at that and see if that actually works or not works. So that's going to be an autoplay SFX. So it's supposed to be, let's see, play sound is supposed to use the volume multiplier on the audio component. Well, it's supposed to be doing it. Like, there it is. Overall volume. So I'm going to have to take a listen on this. So what's a good effect to mess with? Let's go to Brackens Stash, player, abilities. He's got low hit checked out. Default SFX. Oh, is this the pop-up? Oh my fucking god, can you please stop? The volume multiplier is this, so target is audio component. So we're setting it to the overall volume here. Set volume, we're setting it to delta fucking T? What? We're setting it to 0.0. Wait a minute. What the fuck? That is really super screwed up. Like, why would I be... Oh, set volume is being called inside of here for percent volume and overall volume. Yeah, I shouldn't be touching percent volume. It's just overall volume. That's the one. I mean, that's supposed to be working, but I mean, obviously it's not. See if we set overall volume to 0, if it does anything. Yeah, 0 works. Okay, I'll set it to 20. And I'm going to brace my eardrums. Yeah, it doesn't appear to work properly. So set volume multiplier is called here. And it's called here. So we call it there. And we're calling it directly on the audio component, aren't we? So should I be calling it on the sound object? No, Karakan, that's totally fine. Thanks for sending that over. I know Adam can get pretty touchy about people telling him stuff in chat, but while he's usually more passive aggressive about that. He'll just like brood about it and not tell you that he thinks somebody's being disruptive. I'll just tell you to shut the fuck up if I don't want to hear it. So thanks for actually going and grabbing that, because that's some and then he's like saying, oh well, I was just going and changing the sound effects in the files themselves. It's like, ugh, that's extra work and that sucks. Okay, so every tick we're gonna set our volume multipliers, what it's looking like, to our M volume. So it looks like we're overriding that value every single time. So in this audio channel, when we call play, is there a set volume on it? We have the audio bank, and then we have the audio channel, and the audio channel does not have a set volume on it. Okay, so what's going on is literally like the set volume is just trash. It's not going to work. So we need to add the ability to call set volume on these dudes like this. Call to set our volume. So let's see if this works. So we'll see. Need to get this fixed pretty quick. Yeah, I've got to compile all the things because that's just what we do. Alright, split this up. See what we got. Roll on. Alright, so I need the Autoplay SFX to not use the volume multiplier here, but to, if this is not a channeled sound, set volume. Okay, fine. Then that's just delta T. So what we want is this sound object set volume to be what we call instead of the other thing. And inside of place sound, we want the same thing going on where we do sound object, set volume, and that'll be the overall volume. So we don't care about this or this. We just care about that. This is the defendability at 0.1 volume. Well, I don't hear anything, but at 0.1 volume, so we'll go back to this, make this a 1, make sure we're actually playing. Yeah, I can hear it there. Make it a 0.5. Okay, yeah, it works. Okay, cool. So let's just make that 1. Alright, so player defend, auto kill, auto play, and the audio bank. So we'll revert all the unchanged files, and then we want to move these to another change list and check that in. I think that'll do it. So let's go make sure to tell Adam. Sub gift, give, actually. I got it. Alright, cool. I'm gonna get the hell out of Adam's channel before he starts doing his thing. Alright, so we're on the default particles and default grass stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to maybe make this a little bit easier for Adam than I have in the past with some of these things. And, you know, like, give him some default hookups, so all he has to do is go change, you know, add the particle systems and add where they're hooked up. Alright, so leaves and soil and all of that stuff are just hooking up. And the reason why this is kind of all spiderweb nasty is because just how this system works for some of these blueprints is they don't really have a very good data structure available for us to nicely slot stuff in. So I'm just kind of working with what we got because that's what we have. And I'm not going to complain about it bitterly. I'm just going to complain about it in the normal way. which is bitterly. This fucking bullshit. This spaghetti bullshit pen crap is just another. This is why we can't have nice things. It's because people make stupid little Fisher Price button design because they're all a bunch of man baby children. This is just the normal salt. That should actually be the tier 3 emote, or maybe the tier 2 emote would be ambient salt. That way people could give me shit for caring about things so much. It's just buried in a mountain of salt. It's true. That's just how I exist. I'm not actually in a basement. I'm in a mine. I'm just in a salt mine. That's where I exist. It wasn't here when I bought the place. It just came into existence. And if the game doesn't make any money, we're just going to mine the salt. And we're going to sell the salt. And we're just going to use it to make an even deeper salt mine. Because there's no winning. So we got fungus, then we got wood, then we got soil, and then we need moss. I forgot moss on the other one, didn't I? Well, shit. Yeah, see, that's why we need to get those thorium salt reactors working. Save the environment. The environment. What's it ever done for me? Alright, so we got our defaults. Our default play SFX. And we actually have grass particles, so snag those and hook them in. I feel like I'm gonna eventually get Unreal Finger, which is where my left index finger is like just has repetitive stress injury from clicking and dragging fucking nodes around. Then we'll sue Epic Games. I'll be like, hey, you guys ruined my right hand index finger. And they'll be like, are you fucking for real? And then I'll say no because it's trivial. Or at that point, I'll have a robot hand. See? Alright, Karakan, see you later. We'll know we've really made it with this game if we get bootleg VR chat bitey skins running around asking people if they know the way. That's going to be my measure of success. And then we'll also get like the horrible anime girl version of bitey as well. Doing the same thing in VR chat. That's how you know you're successful. Alright, so we've got our maps. Looks like a giant squid. So we got Ball v World, so we want... Can we just copy this? Alright, so this is water particles that he set. This will be rock particles. And we got grass, that's what we copied from. We need the ball be dirt. Alright. These will be dirt particles. Let's make sure they're all auto-activate the false. Okay, so we need the water particles, we need the rock particles, we need the dirt particles, and we got grass already. So water we can hook up here. Dirt. Now don't tell me we don't have fucking dirt. Ruining everything. And then we got rock. Alright, so we now want the ball v water, the play SFX. What do we got? Ball v water SFX. So this will be water play SFX. Auto activate the false. we want this is rock play SFX, and then we want dirt play SFX. Auto activate, and auto activate false, false, false. Alright, so water is going to be slotted in here. Rock is here. Dirt is here. And then we want to see where the where we're actually doing this. I think it's in gameplay, in the ball, ball to ground hit. No, hit effects, ball indicator. No, we don't want that. On hit, create hit effect. Do we have a check here to see if we're on a dedicated server or not? If is dedicated server, create effect by class. Blah, also bind on component hit. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to do any of this stuff if we're a dedicated server. What is this dangling return node doing here? It's doing jack shit. So we're already passing in the surface here for all this. So all we have to do is get the effect class here. So why don't we just do effects ball the world, and then we can remove all this trash. And let's get owner. Let's pass in actor of interest. It needs to be an entity actor. Alright, well this is not an entity actor, so we cannot pass this in here. So let's make sure our ball v world is actually doing what ball v world stuff should do. Wow, that grass bounce is just nothing. Alright, that appears to work correctly. So what I should now do is go to those effects, and I should remove them. So let's go to our effects library. Ball v rock, ball v water, ball v grass, ball v dirt. So, ball the dirt, Gonzo. Ball the grass, take you out. Ball the rock, and ball the water. Generic user has scored on themselves. Oh my god. Alright, let's go tell Adam, then I got his stuff ready to roll. So we'll just make sure that he's got what he needs here.
That's going in. That dash sound needs to fade off a lot more, doesn't it? See, it just goes. I think there's a dash sound fade out, right? Maybe we could fade it out at a longer. Where is that? Then okay, so these abilities are all hooked up. I think the sounds are fine. Player dash fade. Wait.
Arr.
Play sound effects. Yeah, so these dash sounds. I've got fade out durations on these. Can you double check the works so you can move on to the next thing? Sorry. The Ball v World. Okay. Ball.
How long until he
Grass.
realizes he needs to pull the...
Close all this and then. Of course I should. Seriously, abilities. I'll close all this and get the latest one.
I like how you can hear the birds on Adam's window or whatever, just like yelling.
Let me check this in what it does.
Just like some fucking bird in the background, just like losing its shit.
Getting there. Getting there. Give me a sec. Project. Get latest. 7 files. Movie.
Let's make sure his stuff works here as well.
Opening. Ball speed. Ball V leaves. Ball V world, okay. So ball V leaves is something I opened up already. So ball V world. Fucking hell. Fucking. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah. So there's the particle effects. Water, rock, components, rock particles, get. It looks. Do you want me to make sure it works? Because I can go through and just fill all this up now, or just do it with the. What is the default we've got now? Is there a default particle? No, there isn't. Impact class. Okay, just double check that it's what I expect. It looks like this is what I expect. Yeah, is how the others work. So this would be excellent. Thank you very much. And I'll go ahead and start hooking up, and I'll drop you a message if there's any problems. But otherwise, it looks good to me. It looks like you've got most of this hooked up anyway. Rock, dirt, grass. Default is grass. So I'm just going to make the default grass section. Low impact dip. Rock, water. Yeah. Awesome. The hang animation. Yeah. Okay. Also, I've checked in those ability sounds, so you should be able to get those. Yeah, they're all hooked up and done. Leaf particles, we don't have anything for that yet, so
Alright, cool. Looks like that's working, so I'm gonna